everything that we're sucking out of this tank. And you'll see from start to finish, simply spot clean, we're full. The cleaning routine of Corona the baby largemouth bass. Oh, and we're searching for the mantis. Where's the mantis? Right there in the middle. Right there. I'm gonna drop a little pellet for this guy. Let's go. Here you go. Bloop. Oh, it's sinking. It's sinking. It's sinking. Oh, we got it! Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is our baby mantis shrimp. Make sure to check out all the other videos we have on that awesome creature. But this video is not about the mantis. This video is about you, you dirty boy. Corona the baby largemouth bass. And what it takes to care and clean up after this beauty of a fish. So much fun to care for, but it definitely is a lot of work. So before you think about getting a bass, whether it's a peacock bass, a largemouth bass, or any type of predator fish that is a bass, I'm telling you what, it's a lot of work. And so is any other fish to care for, but this one, because of how much it eats. And like I said, how much it eats, which means a lot of frequent water changes. Was that good? Did you enjoy that? Look at that face. Look at that little face. So if you have indeed seen, or if you haven't, check them out for sure. But we have a full playlist on this baby largemouth bass. Make sure to check them out. And you'll see from start to finish, when we caught it, from when we raised it, from all the feedings, as well as catching the food to feed this bass, are all included in all of the videos in that playlist. But moving on, because also, this aggressive fish is not only going after the camera right now, but has also taken a toll when we were feeding it live food before. The rush of feeding this fish and it diving down below like crazy through all the weeds has ruined the banana plants and shreds them up very frequently. At least once a week, I'm having to go and fish them off of the back of the filter, which is a pain in the neck, I must say. But it is all worth it for you. Anything's worth it for you. And eating at least 2 to 3 of these superworms per day also leads to fuzz from all the poop. Let me go ahead and zoom in on some of this. It's not the prettiest sight. But if you could see the roots of these banana plants, I mean, they grow very successful. They are a very hardy plant, but even sometimes, I mean, it's a lot. I have to maintain the plants too, just to scrub the fuzzy mold and everything, and everything off that comes out of this anus. I want to go ahead and get in here and pull some of this. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. No, I am not a worm. I'm gonna go ahead and get some of all of this gunk off because this is gross. Decaying leaf matter. Literally every single week I'm having to pick that out. Every week. So these plants, I mean, they're doing okay. If you see my other videos too, I mean, it's only since I put them in this tank with all of the traffic from him swimming around through the weeds, and of course bass love vegetation and they love plants, hence why when you go fishing you can always catch them in those areas because they hide in those areas, and we'll shred them up with their nice big old fins and big old body, especially when you're a thick boy. Water changes have indeed absolutely increased to, I would say, every 2 weeks. And before, when you were just a little minnow, this was only monthly. But the plants, anytime you add plants into the aquarium, it's always going to make it a lot more cleaner. So that algae back there, I haven't scrubbed the glass for about a month. That's about the most that'll accumulate on the sidewalls of this glass, and maybe just a little sometimes on the pot, right in the back, and on the other side glass. Other than that, very low maintenance, and an absolute joy. Now for the water change. I know you do not like this. This is not your favorite thing to do, nor is it mine, but it must. Get done. Everything that we're sucking out of this tank just went into my mouth. Oh! Now, as you can see, the gravel is pretty, it's not too bad. I mean, even after a couple weeks, it's definitely been a good 2 to 3 weeks now. And just trying to really spot clean it, because keeping it clean on a frequent basis is a lot better than letting it go. So it's really just picking up all these little tiny, almost, it's really gross, but it's just fuzzy, moldy pieces of bass poo. Probably shouldn't get that stuck in there. No, it's not gonna go up. That's probably gonna get stuck. But I gotta deal with all these rotting little tree roots now, which is no fun. But they do, you know, any banana plant owners or aquarium plant specialists out there, if you know, will it grow back the leaves if it's just a banana stalk? Because I had the banana stalk fall off of this one on the end during the last water change, and it looked like it was rotten. But if I do have one that's not as rotten, will it survive? That's a question. Comment down below if you know. And we are filling up a lot down here. And you're losing water quick, so we gotta finish this up and refill you back with water. Get this all back to the norm. Whew, that's a lot of waste. So I'm gonna go ahead and refill this back up to the top with my refillable jug. This is all salt water and a couple other fresh water, but for the bass, we make our own water. Just make sure your tap water is safe before doing so. Treat it and dump it. Repeating this process several times until and simply spot clean any waste with a net if you have to. Now put everything back. We'll let this water settle down. I don't know, I may or may not scrub these walls today, I don't know. But we're definitely gonna feed you one more time, because that's always a fun part of Corona, the baby largemouth. Oh, bass. And that about sums up the cleaning routine of Corona, the baby largemouth bass. Once again, it's no more than any other fish, just a lot bigger poop and bigger waste because this fish eats so much. That's the only difference. And if you enjoyed that mantis intro, make sure to check out the other mantis videos we have with this beautiful baby mantis shrimp. Thank you for watching another episode of A1A Adventures. Sorry, I think I still have some water in my throat. But it's time to go clean that out. Scrub those walls of the bass tank and take care of some more fish. My name is Adam, signing out. Stay adventurous as always. A1A Adventures.